Okay, yeah, right. A few people are saying, I'm stuck on the nth term. All right, if you're asking me a question over Teams, I cannot see what numbers you've got in front of me. So rather than just saying, I don't get the question or what's going on, send me the whole question and then I've got a fighting chance of knowing what you're stuck on. So a few people said they're stuck on the nth term. I'm assuming that it's a linear sequence. It's a sequence that goes up by the same amount each time. If it's not, if it's based on a pattern of pictures, or if it goes up by different amounts every time, or the difference changes, then it's not going to follow this rule. But you need to let me see the question so I can work out what's going on. Okay, I'll try and post a video later of an example of a pattern where it's not a linear sequence. It doesn't go up by the same amount every time. So we've got a sequence like this, 7, 11, 15, 19. It does change by the same amount every time. It goes up by 4 every time. So it's called a linear sequence. Because we plot it on a straight line, it would give us on a line graph. Okay, for 1 we get 7, for 2 we get 11, for 3 we get 15, and they're all drawn up to make a straight line. Okay, so that's why we call it a linear sequence. It's also called an arithmetic sequence. Okay, you'll need to know that for GCSE. So to work out the nth term, well, n is just the number in the pattern. N is 1 here, n is 2 here, n is 3 here, n is 4 here. Okay, and keep going, and will be 10 over here and 100 over there somewhere. Okay, so if I'm going to write out n's, 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, dot, dot. So I've only got 4, and I put n here. I'm going to leave a line, but I'm going to write my sequence underneath, lining it up. So 7 goes with 1, 11 goes with 2, 15 goes with 3, 19 goes with 4. If we had to keep going, 23 would go with 5, and so on. Okay, we need to basically do two things to get a linear sequence. We need to times by a number and then add or subtract a number. Okay, how do we work out what we need to times by? I have to look at what times table this is linked to. It goes up in 4s. Okay, which times table goes up in 4s? Oh yeah, the 4 times table. How do we get the 4 times table? From 1, 2, 3, 4, we times by 4. So we're going to start off by timesing by 4. So 1 times 4, 4. 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 4, 12. 4 times 4, 16. N times 4, 4n. Okay, so now we've got the 4 times table, which is a sequence. And we've got our original sequence, 7, 11, 15, 19, which also goes up in 4s. We need to know how to get from the 4 times table to our sequence of numbers. What do we need to do? Okay, now if we've got the times bit right, basically we should be able to add the same number every time or subtract the same number every time to get from here to here. 4 to 7, we add 3. Does that work with the rest? Add 3, add 3, add 3. Yes, it does. Okay, so basically to get from our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to our sequence 7, 11, 15, 19, we times by 4 and add 3. So to get from n to our nth term, we times by 4, 4n, and then we add 3, 4n plus 3. So our nth term is 4n plus 3.